The story of President Yoon Suk-yeol's impeachment is seen by South Koreans. It has been a month since martial law was declared and Yoon Suk-yeol was arrested. While the trial results have been publicized, there has been limited information about the original goals and causes of the martial law declaration. I want to provide a comprehensive summary of these events, though readers should note that some aspects of the investigation may have been distorted or exaggerated by media coverage. Yoon Suk-yeol's plans for war with North Korea and military base destruction. While initial reports suggested that the budget proposal triggered the martial law declaration, investigations revealed a more sinister plan. After seizing the National Assembly, Yoon Suk-yeol had planned to initiate military conflict with North Korea and orchestrate the assassination of political figures, despite strong opposition from military leadership. This martial law plan had been in development for a year, with the intention of framing North Korea for the ensuing chaos. Until 2 weeks ago, these claims were dismissed as conspiracy theories. However, they gained credibility after an American senator revealed in an interview that the U.S. had the capability to determine whether South or North Korea would have initiated any military conflict with North Korea. Beginning in July, South Korea conducted extensive artillery training along the West Coast. Investigation of martial law documents revealed this was not merely the regular training but part of a calculated plan to provoke North Korea. The martial law forces had planned to arrest and eliminate the ruling party's representative, the opposition leader, and the National Assembly Speaker, then frame North Korea for these actions to extend the martial law period. They even went so far as to procure 200 North Korean military uniforms. In the event of Yoon Suk-yeol's impeachment, military units were instructed to bomb F-35 and F-15 bases. The abrupt end of martial law left the military in disarray, with some officers failing to issue proper withdrawal orders, leaving their units stranded for 2 weeks. Why martial law failed? The timing of the martial law declaration proved to be a critical mistake. It was announced late on a Tuesday night, just before a National Assembly session. Many lawmakers and staff members who were socializing at the time were able to mobilize after the announcement quickly. Had it been declared at 3 a.m. on a Saturday, the outcome might have been different, potentially resulting in mass demonstrations and casualties similar to the Gwangju uprising. Another significant factor in the failure was the influence of the movie, Spring of Seoul, which depicted how a coup could transform the government in a single night. This film had heightened public awareness and resistance to potential coups, motivating both lawmakers and citizens to take preventive action. This public response cast doubt on the legitimacy of the 20 officials who initiated the martial law. The roots of the martial law declaration. The martial law declaration, planned a year in advance, appeared to have two main objectives. 1. The unification of South Korea under a shamanistic vision of a supreme president, and 2. The protection of Yoon Suk-yeol's wife, Kim Ki-hee. While shamanism is generally viewed as harmless in South Korea, it can significantly influence business decisions. Kim Ki-hee allegedly relied on a fortune teller to enhance her wealth and subsequently introduced such individuals to Yoon Suk-yeol. This influence of fortune-telling affected major decisions, including the relocation of the presidential office to Yonsan based on a fortune teller's advice against using the Blue House. This pattern of decision-making has been linked to several disasters, including the Itaewon Halloween tragedy and issues with military personnel deployment during flood recovery efforts, all connected to Kim Ki-hee's network. Evidence suggests that for the past 3 years, Kim Ki-hee, not Yoon Suk-yeol, has been the de facto leader of South Korea. The public has called for a special prosecutor to investigate these claims. Additionally, Yoon Suk-yeol's belief in becoming the unified president by 2025 appears to have influenced the martial law decision, ultimately contributing to its failure. Current trial status. Yoon Suk-yeol's most damaging mistake was the delayed deployment of military forces to the National Assembly. His direct order to arrest the lawmakers even if you have to shoot, a command that should have come from the Minister of Defense, has become crucial evidence. Military personnel are now coming forward with testimony about Yoon's orders, making his impeachment increasingly certain. While Yoon Suk-yeol's supporters continue to protest, Their efforts appear futile as participants in the martial law turn against each other, revealing evidence and shifting blame. Yoon's defense team has struggled to mount an effective case, failing even to provide meeting minutes from the martial law declaration, despite expectations of a strong defense strategy.